Do penguins live at the North Pole? You'll find out as one of these three contestants wins the chance to drive home in this brand new Pontiac 6000 STE in just a split second. And now, here's the star of our show, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to our show, Split Second. You get to learn an awful lot on this program by watching the contestants at work, but you can also answer questions at the beginning of the show, like, do penguins live at the North Pole? The answer to the question is they do not live at the North Pole. They live in the southern half of the world. They thought they were going to Florida. That's where the expression dumb penguin comes from, I suppose. Anyhow, they're there and they're not up in the north, but here we are, right here, about to play Split Second with three brand new contestants, because for the third straight day on our show, we've given away a car. It's like a car a day. And now I take a look at these three people who are trying to make it four in a row, right? They're all sitting there nodding, say, yeah, it's my turn today. Who are these three new people, please, Sandy?
Well, Monty, first, a lady who makes large pieces of hand-finished wooden furniture, Lisa Yasny. And next, an arts administrator who received a traveling education as service brat, Michael Wilson. And on your right, a lady who really looks to the future in her search for a new tomorrow, sociologist Diane Craig.
Welcome to the three of you, and I hope it'll be a lucky day for one of you that somebody will win a car today. The way it's going, you should. Lisa, let me find out something about you right now. You make large pieces of furniture?
Yes, I made a night table. That was my first project. And
right.
I also made big stand-up mirrors, about 6 feet. And
What, do you have a wood-turning, woodworking shop?
no, I just take it at a high school at night. And it's about a 10-week course. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Do you know that when I was a kid, we used to have woodworking. I made a tie rack that was so bad that the teacher wouldn't even let me varnish it at the end of the day. He said, take it home and get out of my sight. That's how bad I was. And yet today, years later, I want to work with my hands and do things like that. It must be terrific.
It's a lot of fun. I'm really creative with my hands. I like it.
Gee, that's great. Keep it up. And Michael, a service brat? That means that your father was in the Army somewhere.
He
all over
actually
the
was
world.
in the Air Force, yeah.
In the Air Force?
Yeah.
How many countries did you live in? Can you remember?
Well, I've lived in my life in 9 different countries, but when as a kid and still as an Air Force brat in Norway and Italy, and then we were also in England, France, and I guess probably about 8 of the states, mostly California.
Did you learn the languages everywhere you went?
Pretty well. We were in Italy for 4 months, so I didn't pick up much then, but Norwegian, yeah, I spoke Norwegian as a boy. I can't say more than "Røy og grøy med flø" now, but...
What a funny way to say split second. All right, and Diane will find out something about you when we come right back. And these are 3 brand new contestants, and I'll explain how we play the game. Each one of our questions has 3 answers. You're required to come up with just 1 answer apiece, and when you do, you get some money. If all 3 of you answer a question, you get $10 in this round. If 2 of you answer, you get $25. If only 1 of you answers, $50 goes to that person. And you just ring in as fast as you know what it is, but not till you see the full question on the screen. Otherwise, you'll be locked out. Here we go. Get ready. The creators of TV series have come up with some pretty kooky names for leading characters. I'll give you the silly names of 2 of the characters in 3 hit TV series. Pick a duo, name the series. Look at the screen. They are Gonzo and Jackpot, Fish and Wojo, Fonzie and Potsy. They are funny names. Lisa.
Fonzie and Potsy, Happy Days?
Right. Diane?
Gonzo and Jackpot, I can't think.
Tip of your tongue, isn't it? Michael?
I'm going to say MASH.
No. Gonzo and Jackpot are in Trapper John M.D. and Fish and Wojo were those 2 of the funny
Barney
policemen down at the precinct with Captain Barney Miller, right? So only 1 person gets the right answer. That's Lisa. She gets $50. Tourists who take cruises to the West Indies soon learn that different languages are spoken on the different islands. Here are 3 tourist islands of the West Indies. Pick one and name the official language spoken there. Look at the screen. There's a different language spoken in Haiti, Dominican Republic, and Trinidad. Diane.
Dominican Republic, Portuguese.
Sorry, that's not right. Lisa?
Dominican Republic, French.
No, that's not right. Yeah. Michael?
Haiti is French.
That's right. And Dominican Republic is Spanish, and Trinidad was English. What a language we forgot there. Michael's the only one to score. He gets $50. Now it's your turn, Diane. Singers with the name Newton are big names in the music business. Here are 3 big hit songs by a Newton. Pick one and give me the full name of the Newton who made it a hit. Look at the screen. Who made Red Roses for a Blue Lady hit, Queen of Hearts, and Hopelessly Devoted to You? Lisa?
Hopelessly Devoted to You is Olivia Newton-John.
That's the Newton we're looking for there. Michael?
Queen of Hearts, I'm going to say Juice Newton.
That's right. And Diane?
Red Roses for a Blue Lady, Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton. You knew your Newtons, and you each get $10. When I sing, they say I sound like a Fig Newton. Wrong Newton. In sports, there are all kinds of lines, like foul lines, side lines, goal lines, and the lines that I'm going to give you, you pick one and tell me what sport is involved. Ready? Watch these lines. There is the blue line, the free throw from the foul line, and the balk line. Michael?
Free throw from the foul line is soccer.
No, free throw from the foul line is not soccer. The free throw from the foul in soccer is from the sidelines. What did you say? Lisa?
Blue line determines offside on hockey.
Hockey, right. Diane?
Free throw from the foul line is basketball.
No, that's billiards or pool. The free throw from the foul line is basketball. And so we don't get any points over there. It goes all the way over to Lisa. I'm sorry. What did she say?
Basketball.
Oh, I thought you said balk line. You said free throw from the foul line basketball? I was looking at balk line. I thought that's the one you were answering. You do get it right. You get it right. Michael, you and I are wrong. The only difference is we don't subtract any money from you, and I lose my salary for the day. All right? So now we take a look at the two to the right, and the scores are Lisa 85, Michael 60, and Diane 35. The balk line was billiards and pool. All right. I was out of line, shall we say. They say that the Vice President of the United States is the forgotten man. Let's find out. I'll name the President. You name his Vice President. Look at the screen. They are Dwight Eisenhower, Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford. Name the Vice Presidents. Michael?
Dwight Eisenhower was Richard Nixon.
Diane?
Gerald Ford was Walter Mondale.
No, I'm sorry. Lisa?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You should have taken the cue from her, because Jimmy Carter's Vice President was Walter Mondale. Gerald Ford's was Nelson Rockefeller. Michael gets $50, takes the lead. Lions eat zebras. Giraffes eat tree leaves. Pick one of these animals and tell me if most of its species are meat eaters or vegetarians. Look at the screen. Is the aardvark a meat eater or a vegetarian? The kangaroo and the zebra. Michael?
Kangaroo is vegetarian.
Correct. Lisa?
Aardvark is meat.
That's right. And Diane?
Zebra is vegetarian.
And zebra's vegetarian. 3 right, 3 get $10 apiece. The United States gave the world the word brunch, meaning breakfast and lunch. But what countries gave us these words for their special meals? Look at the screen. What country gave us tiffin, smorgasbord, luau? Michael?
Luau is Hawaii.
Correct. Lisa?
Smorgasbord, Germany.
Wrong. Diane?
A smorgasbord is Finland.
No, Sweden. Sweden. The word is Swedish. Tiffin gave us, it's English for luncheon. In England, they say, would you stay for tiffin? Yes, and I say, I'd be delighted to, and they say, come back tomorrow. Now, Michael's the only one who got some points. He gets $50. He takes the lead at the end of the first round of $170. Lisa, 95. Diane, 45. We double the stakes in our next round right after this. Well, we've talked to Lisa and Michael. Now we'll have a few words with Diane, who at the beginning, Sandy said, was interested in the search for tomorrow. At first, I thought you wanted to be a soap opera actress. But it's a different kind of a search for tomorrow you're putting on.
No, I write about technology, how technology affects the way we live, voice technology, speech recognition, new methods of banking, that kind of thing, banking from home.
Oh, you mean all the things we're going to be doing
All
today
the
and
things
tomorrow, right?
Right, today and tomorrow.
I thought you could look into the future and tell me, for example, who's going to win this game.
Oh, that would be great.
You don't have the technology for that
sorry.
yet, huh?
No, not yet. I'm working on it.
Good. Well, Diane, good luck to you and to Michael and to Lisa. We go into our second round. We double the stakes now. If all of you answer correctly, you get $20 apiece. If 2 of you do, it's $50. If only 1 of you does it, it's $100. Michael's in the lead. Let's see if the girls can make a comeback. Everybody's becoming a gourmet cook these days, so I want you to tell me the main ingredient in these 3 popular dishes. Look at the screen. I'd like to just pronounce them. Fondue au fromage, saumon fumé, pâté de foie gras. Oh, I love it. Diane?
Fondue au fromage, cheese.
Cheese, right. Michael?
Saumon fumé is salmon.
Right.
Salmon.
And Lisa?
Pâté de foie gras, eggs, fish eggs.
No, liver, pâté de goose liver. Oh, you don't eat too much pâté de foie gras. And at this rate, you're not making enough money to eat it either. All right. So Michael and Diane get $50 apiece, and they have $220, and the Hugos have $95 each. Gordon Matthew Sumner, lead singer for the rock group The Police, has gone on to success as an actor and a solo singer. Answer these questions about Gordon Matthew Sumner. Look at the screen. What is his nickname, his movie with Meryl Streep, and his movie playing himself? Diane.
His nickname is Sting.
Sting is right. Lisa.
His movie with Meryl Streep.
You don't know.
Blank.
Michael.
Sorry.
Well, his movie with Michael Streep was Plenty, and his movie playing himself is Bring on the Night. Diane, by getting it all by yourself, you get $100, and you're right behind Michael now. Some of the famous men in history were done in by a woman. Ain't that the truth? Pick one of these men and name the woman who caused his downfall. Look at the screen. Samson, John the Baptist, and Mark Antony. This should be an easy one. Lisa.
Samson, Delilah.
Right. Michael.
John the Baptist was Salome.
Right. And Diane.
Mark Antony, Cleopatra.
You knew that history very well, and you get $20 each. Thanks to television, some of the greatest musicians in the world have played right in our living rooms. Here are three of those classical musicians. Pick one and tell me the instrument he's famous for playing. Look at the screen. We have Pablo Casals, Jean-Pierre Louis Rampal, and Carlos Montoya. Michael.
Pablo Casals is the cello.
The cello is correct. Lisa.
Carlos Montoya, the trumpet.
No, sorry. Diane.
Jean-Pierre Louis Rampal, guitar.
No, flute.
Guessing.
Flute for Rampal, guitar for Montoya. All by yourself, Michael. $100. I believe that the writers who write these questions have to do a lot of research. For example, we have the results of one of these research questions. What type of strong alcoholic beverages are made from these items? They really did research on this. Look at the screen. What type of strong alcoholic beverages are made from these items? Malted barley, molasses, and barley potatoes. And we have Diane.
Malted barley, whiskey. Oh.
What kind? You have to tell me what kind.
Yeah,
it's too general. Michael.
Sugarcane molasses is rum.
That's right. And Lisa?
Rye barley botanicals.
What kind? Gin. And the first one was Scotch. Scotch whiskey came from malted barley. Michael gets $100. He knows his whiskeys. He knows his rum, I guess. We've all had a favorite teacher in real life or on television. I'll name three actors who played popular TV teachers. Pick one, name the series they taught on. Look at the screen. James Franciscus, David Hartman, Gabe Kaplan, Diane.
Gabe Kaplan, Welcome Back, Kotter.
Right. Michael.
That was the only one I knew, I'm sorry.
The only one you knew. Lisa, do you know either one of the others? James Francisco, what was his series, or David Hartman?
No.
Mr. Novak for Franciscus and Lucius Tanner for David Hartman. Diane, you get $100, and now you're closing in on Michael. In the game of golf, a slang term for 2 over par is a buzzard. In badminton, you hit a bird. And I want you to give me the birdie expressions used for the events described in these sports. Look at the screen. They all are a birdie expression. Michael.
3 under par, an eagle.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Diane.
Bowling, 3 strikes in a row. Or 0 score in any sport. Sorry.
You can't even finish it. Lisa, can you?
0 score in any port, love.
No. See, I'm looking for that birdie expression. That should help you. Goose egg.
Goose egg.
A goose egg. And bowling 3 strikes in a row is a turkey. And when you're 3 under par, it's a double eagle. 2 under par is an eagle. 3 under par is a double eagle. I'm sorry we were very tough with you on that question. As a matter of fact, I didn't like it myself. So we'll just get rid of that question. I have that liberty, folks. Once it's done, I can get rid of it. They say gold is where you find it, and you'll find it associated with these 3 real and legendary characters. I'll give you the gold, you give me the name associated with it. Look at the screen. Captain of the Golden Hind, Search for the Golden Fleece, King with the Golden Touch, Diane.
King with the Golden Touch is Midas.
Right, Michael.
Search for the Golden Fleece is Jason.
Right, Lisa. Captain of the Golden Hind was Sir Francis Drake. Michael and Diane get $50 each. Look at the score. Michael has $490, Diane $365, Lisa trails with $115. When it comes to Academy Awards for Best Picture, many are nominated, but only one is chosen. Here are the top nominees for 3 different years. Pick a year, name the picture that won the Oscar. We give you the nominees. Some of the nominees, you pick one of them. Michael. Pick a year, and then give me the winner.
1972 would have been The Godfather.
The Godfather is right. Lisa.
In 68, Funny Girl.
No, it was not. And Diane?
68 was Oliver.
Oliver was right. So we have Lisa and, let's see, Michael and Diane each scoring 50. In the 1970, Patton won the Academy Award. So now we have time for another question. According to reports, cheeses are becoming bigger and bigger sellers. Here are 3 favorite cheeses. Pick one, name its country of origin. Look at the screen. Gorgonzola, Liederkranz, Feta, and Diane.
Feta is Greece.
Right. Lisa.
Gorgonzola, Switzerland.
No, Michael.
Gorgonzola, Italy.
Right, and Liederkranz, United States. So again, Michael and Diane are walking away with this game. It is often said that the great die young. Well, here are 3 cult heroes of the rock music world that made that statement true. Pick one and name the musician. Look at the screen. They died young. Lead singer for The Doors, most influential rock guitarist of the 60s, and backed by the Full Tilt Boogie Band. Diane.
Lead singer for The Doors was Jim Morrison.
That's correct. Lisa.
Most influential rock guitarist of the 60s is...
Michael?
Boy, I'd have to say I don't know that one either.
That was the Jimi Hendrix, and the Full Tilt Boogie Band was behind Janis Joplin. And the first round, or the second round, have now gone by the boards. We go to the countdown round, and Michael has a slight edge over Diane, and he'll have that edge in the countdown round, too.
Sometimes
You know, our countdown round is very exciting because no matter who's in the lead going into it, everyone has a chance. It's a little bit of a handicap horse race because the chances are better if you had the most money going into it. And that's what happens in this particular round. What we do is the person who had the most money will have the least amount of questions to answer. And every time you come up with the correct answer, you'll count down 1. The first to 0 will win. Now, Michael, you had the most money. You only have to answer 4 questions. Diane, you were second. You have to answer 5. And Lisa, you have to answer 6 questions. But this time, when you buzz in, you can answer 1, 2, or all 3 parts of the question, which means you could really make a comeback. It's a very exciting horse race. Let's get on with it. Here we go. Although dictators still keep popping up, within recent years a number have died or been ousted. Here are 3 former dictators. Pick one and name the country he ruled. Take a look at the screen, and there they are. Perón, Duvalier, and Amin. And Diane.
Perón, Argentina.
Correct. You may continue.
Francis Duvalier, Haiti.
That's right. Continue.
Amin, Uganda.
3 out of 3, and you have made yourself a very nice turn of events because now you only need 2 to win the game. Michael still needs 4, and Lisa still needs 6. How times have changed. Not many years ago, these books won notoriety because they were banned in the U.S. Now they're considered classics. You can buy them anywhere. Name the author of the books. Look at the screen. Ulysses, Lady Chatterley's Lover, and Tropic of Capricorn. Michael's in first.
Tropic of Capricorn was Miller.
That is right. Continue.
Lady Chatterley's Lover. Sorry.
Diane, there are 2 left. You need 2 to win the game.
Lady Chatterley's Lover was Lawrence.
That is correct. 1 more, and you've got a championship.
Ulysses, James Joyce.
Just in time, and you've won the game. Very well. Well, I just finished talking about how people come behind, and Diane did come from behind. Michael had the edge going into that countdown round, but Diane made a spirited finish and just got James Joyce under the wire, who wrote Ulysses, of course. And so we have to say goodbye to our other 2 players. Lisa, you're going to take home $115.
Thank you.
Not too much,
I had
but
fun, though.
you had fun, and we had fun having you here today, too. And Michael, $590. And, you know, I never did find out what you did besides being an Army brat.
It took a lot of time. Actually, I'm an arts administrator, and I manage a concert pianist.
Oh, you manage a concert pianist?
Sure
Oh,
do.
my goodness, we should have talked about that, too, and good
We
luck
can
to this
still
concert
talk
pianist.
about it.
Well, if the name is Horowitz, we can talk about him.
It will be.
It will be someday, I hope so. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Michael.
very
Good luck
much,
to
Tim.
you,
Thanks.
to your client, and
Thanks,
to
Lou.
Lisa. And Diane, you and I are going to take a little walk right now because we've been giving away a car a day on this show, and if luck continues, you'll guess right today, too. Let's go and find out.
Your hand 6.
By winning the countdown round, Diane, you've qualified to make a selection of our screens, and if you make the right one, this beautiful car will be yours. Sandy?
Monty, that's the elegant Pontiac 6000 STE, featuring a powerful 2.8-liter fuel-injected V6 engine, plus all the other power features that are standard on the Pontiac 6000 STE.
Well, the way it's been going lately, Diane, everybody's been coming up here and guessing the right screen. We've given out 3 consecutive cars, 3 consecutive shows, and not only that, but the last 3 people who are making their selection out of 5, without even improved odds, have won. And that's the way it works. You're a first-time winner. You select 1 of 5 screens. Behind one of them, it says car. I don't even have to ask you. You probably know where it is with mental telepathy right now. So take your guess and see where it is.
The second one.
Number 2. She says it's behind number 2. We'll hit the music and see if it's behind number 2 today. We turn it around, and what's behind number 2? $1,000. $1,000 behind number 2. And we have to show you where it really was hiding. It is behind number 4 today. And there's where the car was behind number 4. So you have won $1,000 added to the $565 that you won so far. You come back tomorrow with $1,565. You'll be meeting 2 new players and try to be a 2-time champion. Meantime, here are the ones who are with you today, congratulating you, and we thank them for being on our show, too. It was a lot of fun having you all on. I hope that you enjoyed yourself on Split Second. Great show. Come back next time. Pit your wits against the contestants. See if you can answer the questions. They'll be going for a car. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody, from Split Second.
Split Second is a Stephen Haydas, Monty Hall production. This is the